Hello, Bruno. Pleasure to meet you. We're here to talk about your new film, Modi, directed by Mr. Johnny Depp himself. Now, when you got the role, or when you were approached about the role, can you tell me about your first meeting with Johnny Depp? Because this is his first film as a director in something like 25 years.
Exactly. The first meeting I had with Johnny, it was in his house in Budapest. So when I came to Budapest, I was chosen by him, and I discovered such a great guy. I mean, it was so easy. It's a funny man, so kind with me, and the way he thinks about that movie, those characters, why was the same that I was feeling of. So it was fantastic to meet him.
What sort of things is he asking you when you're in that position? Because had you got the role at that point?
Yeah, I got the role. So he don't ask nothing. We just made a reading, on the table.
Yeah.
He seems happy about that. So after every day, obviously, he gives me some notes. He directs me. But more than direction, it was like supporting. So it was so helpful, giving a lot of details. And it was fantastic for me because it was really an actor. He's not a director who say to you, try to do that or do that. He was enjoying of the process, inventing with me, trying to put many details of of Maurice Utrillo. So it was so enjoying because when you're next to a master, you learn a lot.
You've mentioned previously about that being on set with Johnny Depp is just fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? That he's, it's a lot of fun on set.
Yes, it's fun, and it's how can I explain? Johnny. So I remember one day he asked to an extra to do some things behind our three characters, me, Ricardo, and Ryan. He asked to him, maybe when you cross those three guys, you can think about that and doing that and doing that. And the extra cannot do what Johnny was asking. So Johnny showed to him how to do that. And in my mind, I think, okay, that guy has forgot that he's a genius, and the things that he wants, we cannot do the same because it's like Charlie Chaplin asking to someone, do Charlie Chaplin, you know what I mean? But he was
Yeah.
so kind. He was, okay, no, try another things. But the things that show Johnny was fantastic, you know what I mean? Because he got many talent. It's mimical,
Yeah.
the body language, the voice, the mimics. He got so many things. So he's an actor who can do humorism, who is deep, who is so he gives you so many material. And for me, it was fantastic to hear about him because when he suggests you some things, you think, okay, that guy, when he's working, got all those things in his mind. And it's so much that you can expect. You can think, oh, okay, it's casualty. No, it's hot. It's
Yeah.
he got a lot. He know very well that obviously that work. And for me, it was an improvement.
Now, he's worked with people like Marlon Brando, Terry Gilliam a lot, and I understand that he's used a lot of the notes that he was given by them for yourself and fellow artists. Can you tell me about that?
You mean the things that he told me about them?
Well, yeah, maybe kind of tips that he has been given by those people and that he's passed on to yourselves.
Yeah. You know, we as an actor, you got a lot of material that comes to you from the other actors that you share the work. So obviously, when you work with great actors, you notice many details that they do. And for Johnny Depp it's important because he's a guy very observative, you know. He is able to do imitation of many people, because an actor is not only to act, it's to observe. That's the most important thing, because to act, you have to observe before. If you don't have that eye, you cannot do after the things, you know. And it could be, how do you say in English? C'est quelque chose de unconscious. Unconscious.
Unconscious,
What I
yeah.
mean, it's unconscious, but he got a lot. So after he brings to you many things that he receives from, I don't know, Marlon Brando, Terry Gilliam, and now I have many things from Johnny who came from Marlon, and Marlon get from, I don't know, you know, people. Yeah. And that's the most important thing as for the actors. We give each other the material we come from for Commedia dell'arte, from Molière maybe, from Shakespeare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a chaîne, we say in French.
So the role that you play, the artist Maurice Utrillo, by the end of his life, I mean, he was an alcoholic. He never knew his father.
Well, from the beginning, he was alcoholic.
No, not from the beginning, no. But by the end of his life, he was an alcoholic. He never knew his father, and he became fervently religious by the end of his life. So that's quite a meaty role to get your teeth into. How did you go about that?
So I read a lot about Maurice Utrillo. Many books was very universitary material. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And one day I discovered a book of Francis Carco. And Francis Carco was a friend of Maurice Utrillo. And all the details that he gives were very interesting. Because, for example, universitary guys say that in the painting of Maurice Utrillo, there is a big woman, you know, with big bottom, big ass, and it was because he has problem with the woman, etc. Francis Carco say he put woman with big ass because he loved that. So it's the perspective, it's another one, because he was very next to him, very close to him. So I get inspired by that book, because the details reminds me a French singer named Serge Gainsbourg. Right. Serge Gainsbourg was a very shy singer, very delicate, very sensitive. But when he was drinking, he transforms himself. He becomes aggressive. He becomes very revolutionary. And we say in France, there is two characters in Serge Gainsbourg, Gainsbourg and Gainsbar. Gainsbar is with a bar, you know, because he was a drinker. And for Utrillo, I think it's the same. I feel that guy very delicate, very sensitive, very poetical. If you see his paintings, they're very quiet. They're very, but in the same time, he was a drinker, and when he drinks, he becomes crazy. So I try to do like Serge Gainsbourg. It was my major inspiration.